If you're looking for one of Europe's best long-distance hikes with stunning riverside views, fairy tale castles and charming villages, then the Rheinsteig Trail in Germany might just be the perfect adventure. But is it for you? In the next few minutes, we'll break it down. So what do you need to know? The Rheinsteig is a 320-kilometre hiking trail following the eastern side of the Rhine River, going from Bonn in the north to Wiesbaden in the south. It goes through vineyards, historic castles and UNESCO-listed landscapes, and this makes it one of Germany's most scenic walks. Walking the entire 320-kilometre trail takes around 2 to 3 weeks, depending on your pace. We did it in 12 days, so just short of 2 weeks. Many hikers choose to do shorter sections, particularly the Middle Rhine Valley is quite popular and can be done in 5 to 7 days. So how difficult is the hike? Well, it's not a flat riverside stroll. It's moderately to highly challenging, lots of steep ascents and descents each day. We encountered probably 300 to 900 metres of elevation daily. And some sections really do require kind of a bit of scrambling and careful footing. It's best suited to hikers who have a reasonable level of fitness or just, well, a bit of grit to carry on with it. In terms of accommodation, it's really easy to find. There are hotels and guest houses and B&Bs. We chose to camp, so keep in mind that while camping is not permitted, we stayed in campsites for most of the route and also mixed it up with some hotels. Campsites were really great and we'd really recommend it. Lots of lovely spots by the Rhine. In terms of food and drink, so one of the highlights of the Rheinsteig is food and wine culture. The trail goes through some really famous wine regions, so you can expect lots of Riesling wine as well as Pinot Noir, lots of hearty German food and loads of great beer gardens by the river. So what did we like about the route? So first and foremost, the views. The Middle Rhine Valley, especially around Koblenz and Rüdesheim, is really, really beautiful. Secondly, charming towns and castles. The Rheinsteig passes through historic towns like Braubach, each has its own unique charm. You'll pass loads of famous castles and they look straight out of a fairy tale. Finally, it's really great for wine lovers. Honestly, if you love wine, this is a really great trail. We loved being able to just pop into some vineyards for tastings, always knowing we'd have a good glass of wine at the end of the day, and the little hidden wine huts along the route, which were great little surprises. Moving on to downsides, I think the first is just that it's physically demanding. So there are constant ups and downs, like you're going down to the river where the accommodation is and then back up to hiking the next day. If you prefer a flatter hike, this really isn't the one for you. Secondly, weather variability. So the Rheinsteig is a great year-round trail. We walked in July, August and it was really hot, but fantastic for hiking. I think preferably the better time to hike is late spring or early autumn, but I would avoid winter. Finally, there are some isolated sections. So whilst you do pass through lots of towns, there are some very remote stretches. You really need to make sure you've got enough water, enough snacks, map, and make sure you've got a phone that works as well. So is the Rheinsteig worth hiking? For us, absolutely. If you're up for a challenge, it's a great hike. We loved the incredible views, we loved the wine and beer culture, we loved walking in summer and seeing all the great summer festivals, and it's super if you want to camp along the way. For more details on the best sections, where to stay and planning tips, you can check out our full guide at Lotus Eaters Travel.